Hey guys, Techie Tubbies here, bringing you a video to one of my 3 subscribers, hopefully, or any of my subscribers. Okay, so we're going to just do some thinking today. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I can't count today. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then we just extend it like that, and like that, and like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got this shitty ass map. Sorry if you wanted some more duck videos. I'm sorry. Mr. Goose sadly passed away. So we got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 map right here. Damn, Mr. Goose. Should have brought that up. Anyways, so these are the ice caps. We don't want them. These are the ice caps. We don't want them. Like, ignore that line. It's a loser line. Loser. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you can see a pattern going on. 16, 21. What comes after 21? Oh, I just can't believe I said that. 26, 31. And 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. What the hell is this? I'll just ignore it. 25, 30, 35. You get the gist. You get the gist. And I'll just fill out the rest of the numbers while I talk. So 20. I can't talk. Let's just fill them out normally. 22, 27, 32, 33, 34. 28, 29, 23, 24. So you get the idea. But the problem is, in Civilization, sometimes there's things on this side of the map, sometimes there's things on this side of the map, and they both interact with each other. So how do you do it? Well, we're going to think like a computer for this, because if we think in normal math, all you'd have to do is simply do radial. But for a computer, you just need to give it special rules and it'll work just fine. So, say we want 31 does something like, so first off, we start off with the map. These numbers. So I say at 12 equals a point, a generation point. And that point has a value of X. But at 8, I have another point, and that point equals a value of X over 2. It's half of X. So it's going to have half the area. So what you got to do, so it uses up less of these big squares, and then we'll divide them into little squares later. That's the key part. It's going to be good. And I'm advertising my game right now. So we have a point at 12, and oh shit, I forgot these numbers are really close. Let's just not make it 12 and make it 22. And then we'll make this a big old 12 right over it. And let's just move it like that. I should just prop it up like that. Whatever. I didn't think very hard when I made this. So yeah. So let's just say that X over 2 is equal to 4. So this one takes up 2 of these tiles, and it randomly chooses it. And that's literally how I chose it. It randomly chooses it. But they always gotta start either from here, and then it randomly chooses between the 2 it already has. And then it can generate from here to here. And then it can choose one of these 3, and then choose the final 4. So yeah. So we have a random, so what we need is a number generator. A number generator, a number gen. Then we need to choose a direction generator. No. It just needs to choose between the 3 that's already next to. And then, so all we need is a number generator. So for this, your code needs a number generator. So I recommend using Unix time. Unix time. It's for a random generator. If your software doesn't have it, you're kind of in trouble. The coding language. So this would work with any coding language. So this is like pseudocode. So flip the page. Ignore that. That was from the last video I tried to make. Didn't work. So we already have that. So what if we generate a point like on these 2 lines? Like these are the very edge of the map, and we have a point right here and a point right here. How would they react? Well, first off, we've already scanned through the entire map once with the code to find out where to put these points. So what we can do is actually make this never happen in the first place. You get a big fat X mini. Nah, that doesn't work. Let's just try again. So we can actually have it still generate these 2. What if they connect? Well, la-di-da. That could be useful for terrain generators. You have them group in specific areas, and then like you have a big dot that generates little dots around it so that it makes better looking terrain. And we can also do favorability, you know, like, oh, the big dot gets little favor over little dots over here that it generates. Like that. So it's more like that, or we can make it so that it's more, it just goes weird. So yeah. So on these, remember we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is like opposite of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll just go meanie 5, M1, meanie 2, meanie 3, meanie 4, meanie 5. Obviously that doesn't line up, but just pretend it's like this. M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I made that. Who knows? So like these have to interact with meanie 1, 2 has to act with meanie 2, 3 has to activate with meanie 3. Oh shit. 4 has to activate with meanie 4, and 5 has to interact with meanie 5. Did I say activate? I mean interact. So let's say instead of just consuming, when you have a dot right here and a dot right there, when it goes like this, it goes like Pac-Man style, like that. If it goes like this and then this, it goes Pac-Man style, like that. So then it considers these right next to it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can count it right here. So it pretends that 1's right here, and then it pretends that it's looping. So instead of being, so when it does that, it allows it to basically act like a cylindrical, which is how it works. So, and then I'll explain later how we'll break it up into little squares for bigger maps, but it's essentially the same thing. So you choose your squares, and then these squares will be made up of little squares later on, or based on the size of the map you want. And yeah, and that's how it interacts. That's basically it. It's simple as that. All you need is to randomly generate numbers after choosing specific points and have them jet out. Might create it a bit blocky, but yeah. And then you just assign terrain values to it. I prefer Perlin, the math random noise, and math.noise on LUA. It works really well. And yeah, that's it. Well, see you, YouTube. See you, anyone who's watching this. Thanks for watching.